My name is Xavier Hamilton, and I'll be taking you through the Woolworths 2021 Brand Audit. Woolworths opened the doors to its first customers in 1924, opening a shop located in the Imperial Arcade in the heart of our modern-day Sydney CBD. Founding CEO Percy Christmas exclaimed that every city needs a Woolworths, going on to say that every man, woman and child needs a handy place where good things are cheap. Christmas's words have evidently been carried on through generations through Woolworths Group Limited, established 92 years later, a company that has now grown to be Australia's most trusted and largest chain of supermarket/retail businesses. Currently with over 3,000 operating stores and over 225,000 team members working in stores, distribution centres and support offices across Australia to provide their excellent high-quality produce along with reliable customer service. Woolworths prides themselves on sourcing and selling the freshest fruit, vegetables and meat from primarily Australian farmers and growers. This has largely assisted them in establishing their somewhat nostalgic brand slogan, Woolworths, the fresh food people. Woolworths Group Limited is a locally owned public company and is listed in the ASX under the code WOW, with a current share price of $39.24. Woolworths is only destined to grow and expand. They additionally manage a wider array of retail businesses, including Dan Murphy's, BWS, Cellarmasters, and Countdown New Zealand. As shown on the screen, Woolworths Group Limited's mission strives to maintain trust between customers, teams, and communities, aiming to implement and provide propositions that meet the ever-changing nature of consumer needs. Through the desire of becoming a purpose-led organization, through differentiation, evolution, and accelerated convenience, Woolworths endeavours to create a nature where they establish better experiences together for a better tomorrow for all. Major competitors include other well-known Australian supermarket chains such as Coles and Aldi. There have been ongoing competition between these chains for decades. However, recently Woolworths has pulled away, currently holding over 33% of the supermarket market share in Australia. And since 2016, Woolworths has become Australia's most shopped at and utilised grocer, overtaking Coles. This is largely due to Woolworths establishing its competitive advantage, utilising the key competencies of a reputable brand name and a strong sustainability program, along with a strong supply chain network, all of which are crucially supported by superior and innovative technology utilisation, along with subtle yet influential marketing advertisements. Touched on earlier, one of Woolworths' most simple but effective brand elements can be seen through their slogan, the fresh food people, which was successfully launched in 1987 to reinforce their fresh food positioning, differentiating themselves from its largest competitor, Coles, who had been utilising a low price positioning within the market. Additionally, the green apple logo, shaped into a W, was later introduced in 1989 to further reinstate the commitment to providing fresh, high-quality produce to their customers, creating a positive brand image in the eyes of consumers and their potential target market. Woolworths brand has a majority of positive brand associations, including high-quality, fresh food and premium customer service. These positive consumer associations have contributed to a solid foundation for Woolworths to establish a strong value and equity for the brand. On the contrary, some negative brand associations include that they are often out of stock and too expensive. However, it remains crucial that Woolworths continue to connect and communicate its brand messages through effective brand elements, to therefore create positive brand associations in the minds of consumers. Woolworths' positioning strategy includes three key principles that consider customers' needs and wants whilst distinguishing themselves from competitors and other various preconceived perceptions of the brand. The first principle is to improve the core growth of Woolworths. Through the use of innovation and following trends to meet customer needs, Woolworths ensure that customers feel prioritized. The second principle is efficiency, which further creates customer value by executing the lean retail model. This particular positioning strategy has been held for decades by Woolworths and has proven just as successful in recent times. Lastly, profitability. Seen through Woolworths matching online pricing with store pricing and their $125 million price reductions for customers since January of 2021. It is evident that Woolworths strives to be price cost effective whilst also considering profitability as a main strategy to their overall success. Regarding target market, Woolworths Group Limited enjoys a broad target market, including the majority of the Australian population, particularly those with a mid to high income, whilst being in the living standard measure of groups 7 to 10. The working class and upper middle class echelon of people are greatly targeted, as Woolworths specifically uses marketing techniques such as campaigns based on age and gender to effectively establish a competitive advantage. Woolworths also has recently launched a variety of successful campaigns that have created brand exposure and awareness nationally. It has been a very competitive and successful move that has seen the company's sales boom. Some of these campaigns have undoubtedly engaged consumers include the Ooshies, Today's Fresh Food People, and Plant Discovery Garden. This research was undertaken in an effort to gauge a deeper understanding of Woolworths' consumer perceptions while specifically exploring brand awareness, brand performance, brand imagery, brand judgment, and finally, brand loyalty. Firstly, in question 1, when asked what are the main brand associations that come to mind when thinking of Woolworths, their likable nickname Woolies gauged the most attention, with 47.1% of respondents choosing this answer. Conversely, their nostalgic brand slogan, The Fresh Food People, collected 41.2% of respondents' choices. This is indicative of the strong association Woolworths has established through just their brand identity, an aspect that remains one of their key competitive advantage over rivals to this day. Question 2 looked at the brand awareness of Woolworths. Respondents were asked on the chances that they would recommend their friend who had never heard of Woolworths to shop at Woolworths, with 35.3% of respondents selecting that there would be a 9 out of 10 chance, whilst 23.5% of respondents replying that there would be a 10 out of 10 chance that they would recommend shopping at Woolworths. These convincing results ultimately insinuates that Woolworths has established a sense of common dependability and trustworthiness to the point where customers can feel comfortable enough to recommend their product and service range to new customers. Regarding Woolworths brand imagery, respondents were asked on the concept of Woolworths' untarnishable reputation being a vital reason to Woolworths being the face of Australian supermarket chains. Responses were somewhat divided, with 23.5% saying strongly agree, 41.2% of respondents choosing agree, and 29.5% selecting neither agree nor disagree. This ultimately suggests that Woolworths has successfully depicted a positive brand image in the minds of consumers. Within question 4, 88.2% of respondents replying true, agreeing with the statement that Woolworths satisfies their personal customer desires as a retail giant. However, the 11.8% outlier of respondents who selected false suggests that they either choose not to shop at Woolworths due to convenience issues or product reliability / price and quality. Finally, in question 5, respondents were asked on the basis of their loyalty or resonance to Woolworths. When asked if they had to shop at one supermarket chain for the rest of their lives, whilst considering the variables of value for money, convenience, and product accessibility, persuasively, 75% of results favored the choice of Woolworths. As 3/4 of respondents chose Woolworths, this suggests that through effective marketing campaigns, pricing strategies, and fresh and high quality produce, Woolworths has successfully secured a strong brand reputation and thus has gained a sense of loyalty from customers, an aspect of retail that is extremely difficult to attain. The results and findings collected from this data analysis and reporting highlighted that the majority of the brand exploratory and consumer perceptions regarding Woolworths have been positively influencing their overall brand equity. Through a seemingly robust reputation, established brand image, and evident consumer awareness, Woolworths were able to gain a slight advantage over their main competitors, Aldi and Coles.
In summary, Woolworths is undoubtedly Australia's leading supermarket retailer and has proven that its effective positioning, inventory, and variety of brand extensions have allowed themselves to sustain a competitive advantage beneficial to its overall brand equity. Because after all, if Woolworths managed for customers to put them first ahead of Coles and Aldi, they can undeniably increase sales momentum and market share through utilizing their key advantages of superior convenience, greater freshness, along with a direct focus on innovation and future growth / expansion.
Thank you for listening to the Woolworths 2021 Brand Audit.